ignore my focus.
Hello. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you come in. Hello. I hope you're good. Thank you for the like, by the way. A like a day doesn't hurt the world. It's actually, I've read that for this wonderful environment, it's good for the world if you like. And hello, Dream Master. Hello. Thank you for saying hello. It's similar with saying hello. That is good for the environment too. If I am entirely freaking honest, although it has been raining half the day, I am kinda good actually, I have to admit. I feel good. And you are good, I hope, too. A like a day keeps the depression monster away. Oh, thank you, man. That's... Oh, I try to... That is a nicely put a sentence I was not able to come up with. Thank you. A like a day keeps the depression monster away. Yes, here in where I live, in this wonderful location, it started raining around lunchtime and hasn't stopped until now. Well, it's still raining. So, I hope I do not need to explain. It's a million times better than tomatoes on somebody. Okay, holy cow, I thought I would need to explain what rain is to you. That would have been weird, man. So many times better than tomatoes on somebody's eyes. Yes, and I hope, since you the last time had a couple of issues with seeing things the right way, I hope that you actually removed the tomatoes today and, for example, ate them. And now I have a clear line of sight, a clear sight. Yes, because we have had a wonderful boss fight here. And what is that thing? The one you said a while ago? Rain? Or what? So let's crack on. We had a nice boss fight. And pro mode, pro as I am, I didn't have any trouble with that dude. Very simple, and I did some. It was the best boss fight ever created, and I've read that a lot of people online see it the same way. Simple, easy, done. Best fight ever created, and I have read some statistics actually saying that everyone who says it is a bad fight is a total noob. Just saying. But I don't think there's anybody out there who hated this fight. Okay, good. Sorry, I digressed. Okay, good. We then... I think we have it now with this region, right? We have cleared out that boss. We have been in this area the last time. I have learned that this part here... Go to... Okay, we talked to Sauron, right? Yeah. Ah, look at this. Let's actually... Shall we actually, since this is a wonderful game, shall we actually... No, I want to scientifically now research this map and talk 2 hours about them. Drawings, we see here a dragon, a whatever, a whatever, a whatever. I would like to talk about them and how the angle, and I think because of the angle we can interpret it and start there that the angle actually has a saying in the story, I guess. Shall we actually talk about this? The angle of this flying thingy, I think this is quite heavily on the story. I noticed that. It's, yeah. Just wanted to... I'm sorry, I'm in a funny mood today. Okay, we go back to the cathedral. Just a quick question. I mean that real. Now, these are meant... Are they really... They're not really flying down here, right? These are just... I guess this is just to make the map look nice, right? Would be kind of cool if those guys would be lurking around down there and would be something we face later. That would be kind of funny. Alright. He's gonna... It's an indication saying that here be dragons. Yeah, okay. Yes. You can see the same on the base game map on FromSoftware. Wait. Sorry. I didn't... Okay, on the other hand, I didn't even notice, apart from them dragons, here are some ships too. Okay, It's then... Okay, I see. It's a atmospheric thingy. Yes, okay. Oh no, that's a shame. I would say FromSoft, how embarrassing. They just copy and pasted them graphics, man. How embarrassing. Shame on you, FromSoft. Shame on you. What a lazy developer. Oh god, I gotta stop now. Sorry. True FromSoft, but like FromSlop. Thank you. That's a good one. FromSlop. I didn't mean it. This was just nitpicking, by the way. Not that anyone thinks that I really hate FromSoft. Try to... I could slide down, but at the throne is no one. Shall I open it again? Oh.
What have you done?
Oh.
You've wounded Count Emir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
Give her that ring.
Mother, you will be
my shining star. Grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother.
I hate hands. Ah, why didn't I? Oh, I was a bit greedy there. Didn't pay attention, actually. Happens. The fingers confused me, man. Hands and fingers. That's the thing which confuses me all the time. That's why when I look at me, confuse myself, man.
What have you done? You've wounded Count Emir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
Okay, now to the Drip Lord, man, to the hype beast, I guess.
You will be
My shining star, grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother.
I actually hope that he's actually summoning them and not birthing them, man.
My dear child. Your mother.
Okay. Here's bell bearing. Oh, hello. We got the high priest rope and stuff. Good. Staff. Good. So if we would like to look weird, right? We could, but we don't want to. Good. That's that. Check. There was a tougher fight than the boss fight in the last stream, actually. I have to admit. Huh. You mean if we wanted to truly trip? No, it's, you know, it's a weak, it's weaklings would put on the little clothing there, right? Real manly men have real steel on them, right? To be alpha males, not some nice little dress. The best in pink, the best color would be pink, right? Yada yada yada. Nah, that's not what real men do like us. We are alpha males, man. We are the true males. Main character, man. Main characters don't wear cloth thingy armor, man. NPCs have clothes on. Right? Simple. You know, if I want to go out with the character and everyone has to scream slay, I can't have clothes on, man. I need to have steel on me, man. I thought that you would understand. Okay, good. That's done. Nice. Good. It's already quite successful. Holy man. It's been... Holy woman, maybe. It's been quite good. It's been quite good in already good output of today. Actually, we could actually end it already today, right? Accomplished boss fight done. Yeah, I guess that's... yeah, whatever, Michael. I'm fine with that. It's... If that suits anyone, that's fine. But that's truly not an NPC. Not an MC. That's rather an NPC. But I'm not down talking on people. Anyone can have on him what he wants, right? Okay, good, nice, that's done. We are done for today. That's actually gonna bring us already to an end. A short one today, but for pro gamers like me, 15 minutes are enough to take the boss fight, right? To finish things up, and for what lesser players need like 2-3 hours for. That's where you can then head out early. Well, only weaklings hide behind armor. True men were nothing. That's, yeah, okay. That's typically NPC talk. It's fine. Michael, I always thought that you would be an NPC. It's fine. I'm not judging, man. I'm not judging you for being an NPC and stuff. Okay, I would like to go on. I was always knew you were a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm a main character. I can't be a boomer, man. If you are a programmer like me and the main character, you can't be a boomer. That's not possible. For you being an NPC, that rather transforms you, my friend, into a boomer. So you are actually the boomer here. Think about that, man. Shame on you, my friend, for being a boomer. And the sad part is you could even change it, apart from the real boomers who can't change it. That's actually kinda sad. That is actually kind of sad. Okay, so that area was endgame. Nice argument. Unfortunately for you, I'm not ancient. But since maybe not always you are, but since it is oftentimes said by younger generations, okay, boomer, or meant to someone boomer who is not ancient too, then that is total nonsense, right? I'm not ancient too. So that whole okay boomer thingy just makes no sense. The whole generation thing, by the way, doesn't make any sense, but that's a whole nother topic I don't want to open up. It is, in my opinion, just plain stupid. But it is what it is. Just yipping. Okay, I think the blah blah is always then the agreement, because your argument line is at the end, right? Okay, it's fair enough. Shall we just be... I'm fine. Crack on. I wouldn't have listened to an NPC, Michael, anyhow. NPC talk is boring, right? What has an NPC to say to a main character? Right? Okay, good. Let's then actually... That was just a cave, right? I don't... What if I... It's not a main character, it's schizophrenic. But... Why is it schizophrenia? It's my stream. Obviously I am the main character, ain't I? I am in control here. I can switch it off, I can turn it on. I am the MC, man. It's schizophrenic to call other people a boomer, or to use boomer as a insult. That is schizophrenic and a bit weird. Didn't you, by the way, to get actually back to the real thing, that I thought that this was the endgame content, man. No, it's not. You are not streaming. Nobody's here. The stream is not real. The chat is not real. Elden Ring doesn't exist. Okay, that obviously... That now begins to make sense, since how can a game as bad as Elden Ring is actually be real. You're right, man. I always figured how can such a bad game even exist. Yeah, we found it out, man. Okay, then I memorized that wrongly. I thought that you meant this area here. Okay, then could you explain south a bit more to where we are exactly heading? What I'm suggesting is go all the way south. Yes, okay, now that I see that, you mean this area, was that not the area where you said, I thought that you actually said that this is the endgame content. That's why, that's what I saved up. They're greeting me. They even came out to greet me, little cuties. Okay. That's right. We have one ugly thingy there, which I am definitely gonna take. He is attacking my worms. We've got to take him down, man. He dares to be nasty to my little worms, man. Okay, hefty cracked pot. Dude, if you have worms, I suggest... I don't have worms, man. I was talking about these worms. Don't you worry. And don't you worry, I've been scanned at the beginning of the week. I'm worm free, man. At least in the breast area. And I'm not a dog. And I don't eat berries without washing them and stuff out of the wilderness. So chances that well, you can get worms from any food, right? Okay. Maybe I have big giant digestive worms, right? I've heard that on tuna or on some fish which you can eat raw. You can get digestive worms from. That's cool, right? They can then they can get very, very long in your digestive area, man. That's kind of neat. I would be very, very... If I would have them, I would be as protective of them. True. You got a point there. I would be as protective with them. You're right. True point. Okay, smithing stones are worth every second. Okay, we have more of them. Nice, little boys. We don't like slimers. Like a pro, taken down like a pro, man. Didn't even pay attention. It's probably not even worth fighting them. 600, okay, it's not really worth it. But since the last couple of bosses were actually no challenge at all, these guys here are actually a challenge. Okay. Good. Glass shard, man, that's nice. Okay, whatever a congealed putrescence is, it's sometimes of slippery thingy. Giant or giant butthole, okay. So, since I am a doctor in interpretation, I guess we're just gonna need to somehow get down there, right? First things first, let's actually see if there are any more nasty slime beings here which provide us with maybe smithing stones or whatever they have on them. But it seems to be not. Enemy ahead. Don't fall down. Okay, cool. Let's for 1 second enjoy the wonderful daddy dragon. Before we... Oh, I smelled them against the wind, man. They smell like warm sugar. A little popcorny. They smelled like warm, sweet popcorn. Okay. Popcorn smell gone. Good. Hate that, man. Sugar. Hate it. Okay. That's what my psychic mode here took me. The cookbook, man. First off, calmness. Yes, it's great. And amazing. He has cool weapons, by the way. The two giant ass one-handed weapons. Yeah, but we are gonna jump them stairs down. Oh, hello, boy. Little cutie. I've ever seen you. Come here. Come back from the edge. Otherwise you might slide down and that could be deadly. And all the blood is slippery, by the way. Oh, sorry, guys. I am a bit sorry. Ah, all that sugary smell. Okay, cool. I was hoping for smithing stones. There we go. 2 more. Okay. Yeah, why did I use the healing potion? I can't tell. Okay, good. Cool. Give it. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Cha. They did not overdo it with those guys here at all, actually. Okay, alright. What do we have here? Not here, in short seek left. Okay, thank you. Yeah, makes obviously sense. Yeah, that's the way I wanted to take, see? Purposely and mainly, I chose directly the right way. Deep purple lily, man. That's good. That's why I killed all of them, by the way, too. Bam. Bam. Gee, what are the messages? I did it. Okay, cool message, bro. Bright spot required ahead. Still no angel, but let her be. Okay. Why is it always you don't have to write? Seek a great tree and then circus passage ahead. Okay, remove the horse, please. It stinks anyways. It's an animal, right? Stone, Coffin, Fissure. It's actually... Good, that's a good title. Nice, okay, by the way, nicely. Looks very, very cool, by the way. And here yet again I am not that certain. Okay, probably because we can't get up again. I don't get it why we had a grace up there and suddenly have a grace down here too. But I do not need to understand everything. I can just accept. And I want enemies. Okay, first of all we go up, right? Why go down when you can go up, right? It's more... Oopsie. It's harder to go up than go down, right? And we have a little friend here. Enemy hit, therefore be wary of up. Okay, yes, obviously, well, not obviously, but these guys can fall down. It's actually kind of neat. I mean, maybe for way darker, okay, boy, spots. Let's actually see if I can make that. It's nice that FromSoft provided us with a lamp with a light, which is not really lighten everything up, right? But anyways. God, how he does these jumps, man. What a amazing Elden Ring player he is. Oh, okay. Requirement to I thought... Yeah, okay. Yet again, I thought that was still a blob. Be wary of up. Okay, yes. Pick up item. Nice. The thing is, this way won't be it. I will die of height. Yes, that's a professional name for fall damage. Height death. That's what doctors would say, by the way. I mean medicine doctors, not doctors with another doctor title. Obviously. Yet I am gonna loot Saint Trina's arrow. Nice. Ain't no item? No! I was expecting the useless item there is. Or there was at least, yes. The view is amazing. There were a couple of, in my opinion, useless crafting ingredients at these things here, runes on the outside. It might not be it might not be as useless as I say, obviously. I guess it is in the game not for nothing, right? Because why would they include a item which nobody uses? There has in No game ever created been ever one useless item. Never ever has that been done. And since we had that little scripted event there with the fall down, the game agreed with me. And when the game agrees with you with such an event, it is, you don't need to be a psychic to understand that you are right. Okay, 3 guys there, 1 is there, another one is at the wall. And another one is strolling there through the area. Oh. Nice. Yeah, whether that actually has been good for... I'm gonna look one thing up. Deep Purple Lily. It has been following me here in Elden Ring for a couple of streams now. I just wanna see what this crafting ingredient is used for. Nice. Deep Purple Lily is a crafting material in Elden Ring. Yeah, there's a crafting induced in the shadow of the Elden DLC. Thank you. Crafting material that can be obtained throughout. This is, by the way, I don't get it why the wiki just is not saying what it is going to be used for, man. Just write what's... The evil lilies, they haunt you. Yep. But... okay, we can craft 3 items out of them. Drawstring, Eternal Sleep Grease, and a Sleep Pot. Nice that you need to read half the article, which is quite short, to actually... At the bottom, it is in the wiki said what kind of items can be crafted out of it. I don't get it. Alright. I have overseen 1 item there on the ground. These guys, I somehow am unable to really dodge them. I'm stupid there, I guess. Oh, string. Yes, good and worth the time to turn around, man. All for a string. I guess he's not, or she's not gonna say much, right? Kindly Michaela, I see you thrown away. Something you should not have. Under any circumstances, how will salvation offer to those who, whatever, when you could not even save your other self? I'm sorry. Okay. Why is it always sage? Therefore, if only I had love. Then find love, man. Oh, a nice fragment. Okay, we can't upgrade, right? Yes, we can't. Otherwise there would have been in the menu the little dot, I know. I know. Okay, let's touch the cross. Carved words coalesce, I abandon here my love. Yeah. That's kind. Oh, that's cool. We see the little lamp on the outside attached to the armor. Nice. And no message warning me of two birds. Nasty. I'm kidding. That one was special, wasn't he? It had some glowing runes at its wings, or beneath its wings. Anyways. Only a good bird is a dead bird, right? Or only a dead bird is a good bird. You can say it either way, that's actually kind of cool. Seek up. It had George's... Yes, it has. But... as I said, only a dead bird is a good bird. So now that it's dead, it even has nicer, more nicer looking wings. Just keep the logic simple, man. Don't make things complicated. See, now it's way nicer. Oh boy, this place is utterly entirely confusing because you can go in like 100 directions at once, man. Yes, I counted 100. Everyone who says otherwise is a liar. Don't like stone bolts. Although I got some stones. But there ain't nothing here. Although there's a lily up there, which we, I guess, could get to through some... Ah, there's a hole. I think the entry to that cave we have seen on the other side. Okay, I want to say through some clever... before I saw the cave entry or exit, depending on from which way you look at it, right? Makes sense. I wanted to say through clever jumping down. Okay, I'd say that that is actually the way on. Might be. That might be a detour. But I'm gonna detour this way and down, and then I'm gonna take a look for the cave. Because I think that this is actually the detour and not the other detour's detour. So we're gonna detour into this detour here, which leads us down. if I, whilst detouring, can actually find the detour again. Yes, that is somehow... should be able to get there if I am with... okay, there we can go up again. That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, if we can actually go back higher again. That is something I do... okay, you have been annoying me for quite some time. Let's... oh, I thought my tired eyes saw something glowy there. Something glowy obviously means an item. But it might seem that his eyes have proven him wrong in indicating that there is actually an item hiding there, but actually no, ain't no item. Something incredible ahead that is actually kind of nice, even if it would just be the lily, the dark lily. Shortcut ahead, yada yada yada. Got that. Yes, that's what I've been hearing. That's, by the way, popcorn sound. And by this point, next time we are at Grace again. First of all, let's see if that is really gonna be a nice item and not just a cookbook. We can do an upgrade, that's good. First of all, it has a nice name. Second of all, the image looks good. I fear, / he fears, that that item is, once we equip it, not good looking. Plus, it is actually not a good item. A sword which actually is not very useful. So let's see if we find it to equip it. So first of all, it is strength, dexterity, intellect. Alright, that's actually alright, I guess, right? And I have to admit, it kinda looks good, right? Okay, what I don't like that much, not the color is totally fine, it looks cool. In my opinion, it looks a little bit... it's not... the blade is not... the blade is too thin. But anyways, it looks like it would instantly break because it's so thin. But anyways, it is what it is. The good part is we do not need to find it. Otherwise, like, I would create the game. If I would have designed Elden Ring, I would have designed it to be a hardcore game, right? Once you equip the weapon, you can't de-equip it anymore. That's how I would have designed the game. And I tell you what, everybody would have loved this game. Oh, hello. I thought you were gone. That does exist. What does exist? Equipping a weapon makes the weapon not being that you're not going to be able to de-equip the weapon anymore. Oh, I have good news, man. We are... we can farm the lily. Oh no, it's a nectar blood virgin. Okay, what's that gonna do? Nectar is a rare resource found growing near Michaela's crosses on the southern coast. The appearance is shown above. Whenever you... Yes, what does it do? Crafting. So used to make items and this is blah, blah, blah. Okay. Recipe luring branch. Resource 150 FP over. Sorry, the cost of 1 minute. Okay, with 2 seconds you will receive 20 points of sleep building. Okay, cost is approximately 300 sleep build up if accounting for decay between ticks on the time elapsed. The FP regen stacks with Starlight Shadow. Okay. Sounds relatively useful. Okay, as a mod, the equipping thingy, I think it's a part of the randomizer, because I have seen randomizer videos with the exact gimmick, and it was not just you can't unequip, it was that once you pick up an item, it's immediately equipped. Okay, that makes it even a little touch more, a little touch nicer. And if I'm entirely honest, I think actually that's how the game should have been released by FromSoft should have designed the game that way, because let's face the truth, right? It's definitely too easy. But who am I? What can I say, right? What can I say? A little sniper. Okay, luckily there was no second one. Talking about the game's difficulty, right? Hello, Evaldo. ¿Qué pasa? I hope you're good. You can say a lot of things, for example, hello, you are wonderful, Michael, just like always, you're always the best person ever. Yeah, but buddy, I don't want to lie to you, man. I don't want to I don't want to lie you directly in the face, man. Sorry. And now the game starts to feel good. That's exactly what I have been hoping for. More difficulty. It was way too easy until here. Thank you, FromSoft. Good day, Waldo. It is indeed a good day, although it rains. It is a good day. Nice. Okay. And here I thought that this was a very, very rare resource, the nectar thingy, but it's being thrown at us right and left, obviously. I'm complaining a lot, right? Today? No, that's not complaining. That's just saying true things about the game. The truth can sometimes be hard. Okay. We did come from there. So I would say that jumping down here just to kill the one snake would be okay. Don't wanna. That's just normal. He always does it, but. Is it not alright to complain about a game which everyone's or many people say is too hard? Is it not normal to complain about that it's actually not hard and should be way harder? Is that not normal? I think that would be everyone. Everyone should do that. So maybe FromSoft understands to make the games harder. If you don't complain, they will never understand. Okay, they're rolling. Okay. Anyways. Although I have to say, I do like this place again. I said this with the DLC. I can only repeat myself. I'm repeating myself, I guess, too often. But this place is nicely designed. Again. Okay, they explode, yes. Mining is not nice. Yeah, danger. Thank you for placing the danger message right into the minefield. Yep, this area is absolutely 100% very, very good to use as a deep concentration area. I agree. Okay, That grace is good. Did item ahead. That's just okay. Cool. I should have leveled up, right? Got that. Oh, okay. I thought I would die. Alright, my good friend started Elden Ring base game 2 days ago. As an Elden Ring god, what advice could you give him? If he plays on the PC, on the computer, he should definitely install some mods to make the game harder. No, play it, but it's too easy. He should make it harder with randomizer mods and stuff. It's in hardcore mode. It's too easy, and you don't have, sadly enough, no difficulty setting to make it more difficult. Mods to increase difficulty. Actually, I would truthfully spoken, well, depends on whether he or she played Souls-likes. I would not uninstall the game too early, because I uninstalled it after the first time I played it after 60 or 2 hours in frustration. That was, in hindsight, way too early. This is first Souls like it. Okay. I gave up when I played Elden Ring for the first time way too quickly. Not giving up. Exactly what I was talking about. You first need to quit in order to become a god. But he learned to parry pretty quick. He's doing okay. That's good. And he is definitely a better player than me. I don't like that. I did not level up, did I? Just for safety's sakes, I'm gonna actually quickly level up. And yes, I do know that enemies respawn, but I would like to have the safety here. He doesn't have psychic power. He doesn't need them. See, I've proven that. Although I should change my YouTube name, right? For the clickbaity title, right? For pretending to be a psychic. I forgot, as psychic as I am, I forgot to level up, right? Okay, good. We got the item. Yeah, I know. With the level of, I know it really looks, the way I play and how good I play, it really looks that I'm a psychic. I get where the confusion with pretending is coming from. Yes. Oh boy, when the Slimer is a bit bigger, it actually looks even a bit more disgusting than the little Slimer. And his little offensive weaponry looks even more disgusting. That has been actually one thing I'm trying to find words. I'm not the greatest fan of, by the way, that the constant... Not with all... I didn't even find out the logic why some skeletons do respawn and some not. But I'm not the greatest fan of the respawning mechanic. Very, very cool looking enemy. Multi-layered ring of light. And that should have been... That probably is a spell, I guess. Not to impress. Healing required here, therefore praise the message. So I am confused. I wonder if we are actually, so to say, have found a way back to the Grace where we just leveled up. Whether that is a whole new Grace. But I think it's a new one. Good, and yeah. Jesus, what could this be? What can I expect now? Can finally make a sweater. Oh boy, I just want to say no, I can't make a sweater because there ain't no humans here, right? I could have used the humans to do a leather outfit like you sent me for, right? But I would need humans for that, Michael. That maybe was a bit dark, I know. Sorry. Sorry. Didn't obviously mean that. Oh no. Oh, please grant me the courage to fly to your feet, my dearest Saint Trina. Time for jumping. You're not supposed to jump down, are we? Huh. Then this really is madness. Okay, this is madness, yes. Now, finally, fun time. Nice music, by the way. Okay, I guess when he transforms there or does that, just bring a bit of space, just, you know, fall back a bit. Okay, and this boss has got to have the longest run back ever created by FromSoft. I think there ain't a single FromSoft title with this long of a run back. I never imagined I would once say that. Such a weird boss. It's a horse riding a horse. I was wondering, because of the I was wondering what kind of animal it is. Is it really a horse? You act like the frigid outskirts doesn't exist. I know the frigid outskirts, they were nice and cool. I'm glad FromSoft created them. I didn't have problems with them. I'm not sure what the skill. True, but I thought that the skeletons is some sort of armor because its head. Okay. Now you confuse. I want to say the head looks not like a horse, but it looks like when I drew a horse when I was 6. Yeah, you're acting like that is like 13 years ago. Isn't that like just half a year ago, man? Aren't you like 6.5 now? Don't act like this is like 13 years ago, man. But I didn't want to say the same. I wanted to say it's what I wanted to say. It's not my favorite boss design. If I am now an art critic, right, a graphic critic, I don't like the boss design too much. Apart from the horse looks amazing. But I do like the smoothing background music, by the way, and how it fights. The little bugger there. This bugger, man. The unicorn. Is it the unicorn? Or maybe it is actually the same thingy, right? Maybe doesn't narrow it down at all. Maybe now I understand which horse. I have a theory. Maybe It is the same horse, and the skeleton was extracted from the horse and is actually now riding itself the shell. I think that's it actually. I think we found it out. That makes sense. However, the bones were ripped off out of the horse. That's why the back of the horse is not like a normal horse anymore. Hey, we are not, Michael. I mean, it's what you said. You are not 6 anymore, right? You are 6.5. We are not wanting such kindergarten jokes, man. You are now in elementary school, right? Behave like someone who's in elementary school and not in kindergarten anymore, right? Otherwise, if you're still in kindergarten, you're gonna need to go to bed soonish, don't you? You can't be mad at me, you set it up. What's that not to be as an insult, what's that for a stupid message, by the way? That's like saying that it's totally fine when men sexually harass women who wear a miniskirt. That's the same logic there. How stupid is that? I'm sorry, but that's just stupid. All the law needs to be changed, right? So it's not the same logic, but I understand that the age dementia is its thing. Hey, I'm sorry, you are still here, Michael. Did you ask your mother for permission to be here? I wonder, tomorrow you have to be in kindergarten very early. Shouldn't you already be in bed for like 2 hours or stuff? Not that your mother is gonna get angry and you can't go to play, on the playground with your little kindergarten friends. That's, by the way, the reason why I don't like horses. Please not. You don't need to give me a tip, man. Thank you. I want to give you a couple of bucks, but not then. I mean, I wouldn't accept a couple. I would have accepted like 100 million, but I don't suppose that you have 100 million. So it's fine. Would actually be kind of funny if now you would actually out yourself as Elon Musk. That would be kind of funny. Is that an adult humor? I don't have any money. I need to pay taxes. They didn't have my coffee. No, I would have said the same thing if you would have been like 35, because the chances you run into one who can give you that amount of money that would make a difference, then you normally don't meet them persons. So no, it was not an adult joke. You ain't fooling anyone. I know you're laughing at these types of jokes. Oh, then I don't know. It's actually kind of crazy how good you know me for that. You actually don't know me. It's actually kind of cool. Like, you can read through me like a mind-reading being. That's astonishing. Yeah, that's a good representation. Yes. That's kinda the drill. That's kinda the feeling. Okay. The gold flamey thingy was better. Okay, and somehow getting stuck there a bit in front of him. I don't know if this is the thing which is supposed to be happening, and I don't know whether I got stuck in front of him a bit there, but that seems to be somehow being close to him. In this try didn't make him hit that often. That was actually the lucky piece there. But on the other hand, the important learning was the ghost or the flame frost ghost flamey thingy dodge jump part. To describe it accurately in words, what I meant as a learning from that try. In correct and short, keyword optimized way of saying what has happened there is an important value and part of that last try, which was actually not that bad at all to say it just in 2 or 3 words. To make a good summary there, actually. Okay, what was kind of weird that suddenly that the lock-on the lock-on did not confuse me, but suddenly it was not as it was supposed to be. See, so that try before was just a bit lucky, sadly enough. I thought that I actually found the angle there. Oh, that run back, man. Could it be any longer? I just want to fight the boss, man. That brings me out of the fight every time. Mentally and physically. By the way, is there any... I think I'm gonna know the answer with like, no. Is there any good background lore on this knight? And no, you don't need, like, no, okay. I just want to say you don't need to write it's a horse. Okay. As suspected. That's, I guess, one of the spectacular FromSoft storytelling features, right? Where they are one of the most imposing game devs in the world. Oh god, I'm sometimes saying it sometimes might seem that I'm actually hating FromSoft, but that's actually not the point. That's not actually how it is. That's the only reason I watch hating FromSoft. Oh, too bad. I guess that's the second strike there, right? First of all, pretending that I am psychic. Second of all, I'm pretending that I hate FromSoft, right? Hopefully there's not gonna be a third strike. Okay, that's shit. Sorry, I didn't say shit. Damn it. That try was actually not that bad, man. Until I realized it was actually not that bad, and then it went bad. So this was the first time I think I'm beginning to understand how to dodge the separation charge. It's 2 dodges. That's good. That is kinda good. By the way, I wonder, has this actually changed with, I mean, okay, yes, I personally have never been reading up on FromSoft or on the Dark Souls or whatever. Did this change in the last couple of years with... I always had the feeling before when I played Dark Souls and you were here, Michael, and with the base game, that there was like, you know, a ton of background stuff with, just my feeling, all of them bosses. Did this change? Or am I just having a wrong impression on the background there was before with other bosses. I'm entirely sure if FromSoftware changed, but it just kinda stopped. Just kinda stopped giving a damn. Okay. That's a shame. To answer truthfully, I have no idea whether this... Could we please really stop with that kind of nonsense? Wording in when something maybe looks for you silly or stuff. That would be really, really kind. Thank you. No, I did not do any sort of kindergarten jokes in that direction, not at all. I didn't do anything there. And only because, even if we would go with that argumentation that I did something, only because I did something doesn't say that then you have to do the same thing. Apart from that, you've been doing that kind of silly jokes all the time when you see something in the slightest representing genitals. It's just not welcome. Ow. I can't believe it that I am troubled with this guy, and the guy before the boss, before the last boss, actually was not really a trouble. I mean, a real boss. It's wonky. Okay, I will have one more try with this buddy, and then we are gonna, I'm gonna move it to Sunday. Right, today's, yes. Well, it's gonna be Sunday fun time. Heal. Why don't I heal? Wanna get charged? Yes. Double charge. Alright. Good. That's actually not how I would have liked to end it. After the last couple of times I actually thought that I would be blazing through here, but it is what it is. That's then actually gonna right now lead us to the end. Alright, to be precise, we'll be back on we are gonna be back on sometime. We are gonna be back on sometime, right? That's the next date. We are gonna meet us here sometime at the usual time. Sunday. I meant Sunday 4 p.m. I'm gonna write it in Discord to Michael. It's gonna be the normal time. No Formula 1 again this weekend, so 4 p.m. Well, I hope you're gonna beat him or it on Sunday. Good night. Thank you, Michael, for being here, and especially for the light, buddy. And may the Almighty Sleeper protect you too. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Have some good time. Spend it well. Good night.